I had a very interesting conversation with a 33rd degree Mason last night. I was sitting by the water where I was, um, and very nice guy, very nice. Was drinking a lot of scotch, so he was saying a lot of stuff. A couple of things that he said, so it was really cool. We were talking about the Masons and how there was a split. I don't know like the year, but duality. You know what I mean? Like we were just talking about how there's everything is to a degree, it's vibration. Um and we started talking about I mean, we didn't get too much into spiritual stuff, but we talked a little bit about chosen ones. And I kid you not, this man, I can't remember what I said, but he got this look on his face. He's like, chosen ones are above us. I was like, wow. And it's funny because I've been sitting with everything we talked about last night. Again, he was a really great guy, really very kind. And it was just cool to have conversation, talk about, I learned a lot and it was just a nice conversation. But I'm sitting here this morning and I'm getting downloads about some of the stuff that he said. And it makes a lot of sense that 144 on my timer, that a lot of people who are here programmed to do specific things have a lot of outside circumstances that affect them from moving forward. And if you really think about it, if a whole bunch of good people really had the inheritances, the money that they were supposed to get, this world would have been a different place a long time ago. Um, and what I was getting from Spirit, it's like the simulation truly is coming to an end. Okay, 222 on my timer, and we're really starting to see that things are breaking down in a very big way. And you can see it's like the people who have been in positions of power, there's good, there's bad, not everybody is bad, okay? But like there's been a lot of people who have tried a lot to keep people stuck, to keep them from moving forward, to postpone the changes that we are supposed to be creating in this world. And I just heard divine timing. Everything is in divine timing. We're all here to have this experience together, okay? And so what I was getting from Spirit, it's like because this simulation is coming to an end, like there's a lot of groups of people who were a big part of keeping this simulation running, okay? It's starting to break down because energetically, like this was all a part of the divine plan, okay? It's like age of Aquarius, the age of light, that it's like biblical stuff. um but yeah, this is such a 333 on my timer. This was such a wild experience. I was not expecting to meet somebody like that, but I was there was a few questionable people that were with him. It was him and his son. They were working around here. But it's duality. There's good and bad with everything, but it was interesting. And I really wanted to share this message with you guys because it's really like, I couldn't believe the look on his face. He said they're above us. And I think towards the end of the conversation, he kind of figured out that I was different, okay? A lot of us have different DNA. We have different energy, and that's why there has been such a lot of work put into keeping us in certain places. So, and I think it was Richard Readings did an incredible video yesterday, and he was talking about I think this was him, people keeping people as pets. You know what I mean? Keeping people in places to use them for their benefit, or to, keep them somewhere where they, but where there's a different breed. 4, 5, 6 on this planet. I've said it before. It's like We are a different breed, and things are moving forward very quickly. This eclipse is just, things are shifting really quickly. I really just wanted to share this message with you guys. It was a really interesting experience, and I'm like, he had a few glasses of scotch, so he said a lot. But it's really interesting to see what's happening and to talk to somebody in real time. I mean, he's 33rd degree. He's up there. But he was a really good guy, and it was a really good conversation. And yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys. It was an interesting experience, but change is here. The shift is here. And this is why we're seeing so much chaos, because people, and it's not just one specific group of people, okay? There's a lot of people who have been a part of keeping this simulation running, as I said before. But yeah, the simulation truly is coming to an end. I love you guys. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Take care.